instead of educating parents and civil society about the Bella Bill. If that happened, we would know that the buck stops at the school level, because the Bella Bill is very clear that if a child is out of school for more than 3 days, the class educator must report that to the principal. The principal must call the parents in. If this thing persists, parents eventually end up in court, and you can be fined or sentenced to 6 months. Now, why isn't that bill or the act that it is now being used to educate parents by the court? I tell you, many other parents would wake up. So and dropouts, as has also been known, school dropouts are being used for fodder to the gangsters. So I think that we make laws in Parliament, we must ensure that it's implemented. Secondly, I'd like some clarity from the table in front. What are the rights of a person applying for a protection or interim order at the courts? And we need clear clarity, because my understanding is that the president had declared gender-based violence a national disaster. My understanding is also that nobody going to the courts for an interim order must leave that court without that piece of paper in hand. Now, on the 22nd of January, in Athlone Court, G Court, the magistrate told the applicants, you must all go home. I don't have time to issue this now. I need security at the court. There was no threat of security at the court. All the people were sent home. Does that magistrate understand that going to Athlone from Menenberg, where I stay, costs 15 rand? Going back is another 15 rand. That's 2 loaves of bread's money. In reality, that woman that feels threatened had to take 2 loaves of bread's money to go to court. She said that she will phone the applicants. To date, she hasn't phoned the applicants. Why? Because she don't even have holders at the court. It's at Borak Center. We have lodged a complaint to the Magistrates Commission, just for the records. We will be submitting the necessary documentation that was asked of us.
Thank you.
The same person that was sent away on the 22nd was threatened by her abusive son, whom she wanted to take the thing out on. The next night, with a pan of cooking oil, I believe that feels so threatened should leave any justice department or any other place where they seek protection. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, senior citizens, I really respect you, but let's keep to time. Number 5. Number 5, it's here. Here, you move. Oh, they've forgotten. We pass.
Good afternoon, Madam Director. I'm Pastor April, the CPF chairperson of Kensington. I'm very disappointed that I'm coming to Imbizo. like last year, where people put their concerns. And I'm just praying that none of these concerns will end up in a refuge bin. I tell you why I'm saying this. For the last couple of months in Kensington, as we all know, we had a hell of a lot of shootings, day in and day out. But thanks to the people in blue and the commander, they offered up after hours to go for the shooters. I want to give this background because I'm going to say something now that will shock all you government officers. Now, they work tirelessly after the hour seeking these shooters. If I'm correct, almost 70 women. A lot of guys are locked up at the moment in that area. Big, because I don't trust anybody here, with all due respect, because the message can go out. The pastor said this and this. But I want to, like I do in our meetings, I want to congratulate my station commander and his team. They have done an excellent job. And here's why I'm congratulating them. With limited resources. And this story that we as the powers on high, and I'm not going to apologize, I say it with all due respect. These people in blue must suffer because of ill decisions. Every time we must come in here at meetings, there's no resources.
There's
And
no
I'm standing here as a member of the community, as a member who pays, a citizen that pays my taxes. And I'm saying to you today, or rather let me use the phrase, I'm begging you, don't underestimate our intelligence that there's no money. I thank you.
Number 6.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Suzette Little. I'm a councillor in the city of Cape. I've listened to the comments, and most of what I wanted to say has been mentioned. But I feel that I would like to ask a few questions to the panelists up there. We live in a city that is advertised, you've seen it over and over, in a well-run city. But it has the highest crime in the country and in some places in the world. Now, many of the people out there buy that narrative. We that live on the Cape Flats, we don't buy that narrative. Now, this Imbizo is about trying to find out how we can do things better. But we sit in a province where social development has been removed. Deputy Minister, it's been removed from our communities. There is no such thing as community development, social development. Programs are run only on ward councillors, ward allocation, and only for a select few. The rest of the people are sitting on corners. We are asking the Deputy Minister, it's very good to see you, sir. I would love to have a meeting with you because we can run programs. We sit and we beat the police. We beat the justice system. But the police has never been established to fight crime. It's not their job to prevent crime. That is the role of social development, community development, NGOs. Support our NGOs. There are people in our communities that have lived there for years. Why are we not financing these NGOs? We can find 180 million rand for a war, but we can't find money for the NGOs. Minister, I'm standing here and I'm asking the minister because I write to the mayor and he ignores me. So I'm not asking the deputy mayor because me. I'm asking the parliament, I'm asking you. How do I, as a councillor in the city, speak to your parliament, show you the services that we can bring? Those of you that have worked with me will know I brought a program into the city called Women in Rental Stock, Women for Change. We brought in the walking bus. We had youth development. We had community development. We had men's programs. Where are those things today? Our children are on the street. We've got one psychologist for 60 schools. That's 60,000 children to see a psychologist. If I book a psychologist in grade R, you'll see him in matric. If he gets to matric. But we are asking the police to rectify that. That is putting undue pressure on our policing system. It's putting undue pressure on our justice system. We must be dealing with our children from grade O, grade R, and that is where we should invest. Minister, I want to ask you of social development. Why did you not bring a case of crimes against humanity when the premier of this province removed 2 billion rand from education? It's a crime. We sit here in the situation that our communities are talking about because we have no teachers. 2,400, big difference.
Thank you.
Our children are on the street and they are becoming criminals and gangsters, not because of anything else, but it has been orchestrated upon us.
Number 7. Seven is covered.
Ndingunomonde Thengiwe ndisuka ka ward 84 eSelorespal Sestrand. Kwi neighborhood watch. Into nje ndicela ukuyiqonda kuzo zonke zawuthina ku government yonke umsebenzi department zonke ekhona enzobuza okokuqala nzobuza dinengxaki kwa labor, not kwa labor, in fact kwa home affairs. Ngosi kwa home affairs umntana wam uzelwe ba kwakutheni ba angamenzela certificate sakhe ngelaa xesha kodwa wathathwa esikolweni ona left and right. Abantu abakwazi umnceda uthunyelwe eKapa phakathi eKapa abuyiselwe ezantsi akakabi naso nangoku certificate. Ndicela ukubuza uba makathini na umntana till now engakabi na certificate ngenxa uba usiwa left and right. Okwesibini sinengxaki udepartment yonke kwa Department of Education kuyathendarishwa xa kufuneka kokhiwe izikolo. Abantu abasebenza khona bayanyotywa bathathe ikhampani ezingenazo zonke iimpepha. Sinesikolo, I'm sorry Mr. Khalid andimazi uyephi ukhona. Oh, I'm sure uzayiqonda le nto ndiyithethayo. Besinesikolo besisakhelwa ikhampani yakwa-RC. Khampani leyo yayithatha izinto ezitship ezitshileyo isokhela isikolo sabantwana bethu. Eso sikolo sasivala ngenxa yoba namhlanje isanta ayikho, ngomso kuthenga iziteni ezitshileyo, ngomso omnye kuyofuna into ethile, sayivala iprojekthi. Siphinda siphathelwe enye iprojekthi wathi Department of Education ayikho imali. Siyaphinda ngoku yavuma ekugqibeleni isiphathela ikhampani yaseDurban engafuni ukubhatala abantu. Khampani leyo yaseDurban ayinayo IEBC khange irejistarishe sibuza umbuzo omnye ingene njani. Ayinayo ne-address yalapha eCape Town lapha kunothiwa ibinayo ii-ofisi zayo eCape Town. Zininzi iikhampani eCape Town kodwa khona enye eye yakhwalifya uba mayithathwe. Le yaseDurban sixakene nayo eSeloris Pass ngoku. Ndinethemba uMr Khalid noba uzayithathela amanyathelo. Sisengxakini. Acela abantu abasebenzela ugovernment mabaphume kwi-corruption. Ngoba akekho thina abantu bangenamali. Abantu abanemali bafuna imali phezu kwemali. Umuntu akenza umsebenzi wakhe la awuqashelweyo. Uke wathi omnye umama apha xa ndiphuwa okanye ndibonakala ingathi andinanto andihoyeki. Funeka ze ndihoyeke kwa-government. Kuzo zonke ii-department i-corruption igcwele kuzawumiswa ngamapolisa kuba wona ephezulu. Ayingawo wodwa wonke ugovernment nawo amapolisa enza i-corruption kuba kusenziwa i-corruption and asemngciphekweni kwawona amapolisa wobomi babo wokuba bakhusela thina benza umsebenzi orayithi. Omnye uthi kakhulu ugovernment makakacinge elinye icebo ngabantu bakhe. Even ookhansila sinokhansila phaa uyayigqiba i-5 years okanye last year akho nenye into ayenzileyo. Ugovernment ulandela ntoni? Yintoni umsebenzi wabantu abaqashileyo? Sinezindlu esizakhelweyo phaa, abantu abazifumenanga izindlu zabo ziyathengiswa. Nanko omnye wabo inamba yakhe ikhona uxelelwa ngabantu bakwa-city uba hayi nantsi yiya kwa-housing uyojonga ikhona indlu yakho. Till heyi akho mntu ushukumayo. Siyacela government, siyamcela ugovernment wonke okhoyo make kuthathwe inyathelo kwizindawo zonke sikuzo. Kunzima, abantwana bethu bayazula bafuna isikolo abathathwa ezikolweni kuthiwa bagcwele kwa-education.
Time. Number 9.
Okay, igama lami ndinguLusi, ndihlala eMfuleni kuward 108. Ndiphila ne-disability. EMfuleni asikho isikolo se-disability. Abantwana abaphila elokishini abangafundiyo alelekanga. Enkosi.
Thank you. Number 10.
Molweni, ndinguzimasa Zembe, uchairperson we-Neighborhood Watch yase-Extension 6 eMfuleni. Mna umbuzo wami wokuqala endinawo ngokubana since sesikwe kangaka i-corruption, ndicela ubuza into okokubana ugovernment unawo na amanyathelo awenzayo malunga nabantu bangaphandle, kuba ndifila ingathi kule indaba ye-drugs banogalelo kakhulu elojonga ukuthi njengoba behleli apha nje bahleli iimpepha zabo zirayithi na, because banogalelo olukhulu kwinto ye-drugs since kugcwele bona ezindaweni. And nale nto yokurentiswa kwabo abantu abajongi nonto okokubana iincwadi zirayithi na for into okokubana xa benze into bakwazi ulandelwa, benza izinto akwazi ulandelelwa because akanazimpepha ezimcelayo uba ungubani. Enkosi. Unumber 2, ndicela ubuza apha esipoliseni sinamapolisa asiwathembileyo but asiwathembanga onke. Ayikho into enokwenziwa ethi kwikheyisi enje, kuba ndiva kabuhlungu mna ndihlala kwistrato ebesavela ebekuthiwa ilantukile apha eMfuleni kodwa kwathiwa mention istrato sam because kufa abantu okokoko since u-2016 kusweleka abantu about 7, 6, 5 ngoku last week bekusweleke umntu ne-girlfriend yakhe badutyulwe last week.
The shift and the change, how we're changing the narrative. So our organizations, one of our main programs is a gender-based violence, where we focus on women and our girls before violence, which we evolved for girls, grade 5, 6, 7, and grade 8, primary and both high schools respectively. We've held a couple of programs in Heideval and Bonteheuwel. However, when I speak about gender-based violence, or let me speak about girls before violence, so there's an organogram, which all of your line departments is here, but failed to take accountability for. So we have the victim, which runs to SAPS. The perpetrator, in most cases, are arrested, goes to court, being granted bail. Or we as organizations go and we advocate against bail for that particular perpetrator. Then we find the victim, and then we have so how do you as government come in when a baby runs, and I'm speaking nationally, when a baby is raped of 4 months, where a baby is raped of a month old, a baby being raped of 2 months old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 4, going up to 17 before they turn 18. What have you as your department done for our children? And then about our young men with distinct, the boys, same ages. How do you come and change the narrative? DSD, and I want to echo what you said, DSD is no longer in our communities. I spoke to one of the people inside when I came this morning. I by chance came here to this venue. Department that was supposed to be here and found here, and then I decided I'm going to go back, get my people, and we come here. So how have the Department of Social Development come into Adafal? Let's speak to Adafal. How have they come into Adafal to come and speak to an organization, speak to community activists, speak to the web room? How do you capacitate your staff when a mother goes to report a child was violated? To please speak to the list of these perpetrators being released back, gender-based violence or gangsterism. So if the gang leader or person was killed somebody or whatever else, comes back into a society. So we at Manenberg, Haidafal Manen, our sector, we are not aware of that person that was released, that killed somebody, an attempted murder, a violence against women and children being reported, replaced back into society. But I want to ask you to extend me another minute because you've done it for a few too. And so I want to ask,
Vanessa.
I need to ask just one
Vanessa,
thing. With education, just one thing.
Vicky, I am the chair.
Can I ask
You cannot
kindly?
just
Can I ask you?
so
ask
say
you?
I'm taking that minute.
Sorry. Okay.
Dan Sabnasto. Thank you, number
But I think you must
13.
come out and give us more time to speak. Because we
Thank
sit
you.
respectfully and listen to you, and we are shut
I
down.
gave
Thank
you an X to go a long way. Because these are the things, little things that we don't respect. I've given you a minute over. Thank you. Yeah, you'll never bully me. For 13.
12. Number 12.
Kuba tata.
Enkosi manibulise kakhulu wonke umuntu ngaphakathi. Ministers ngaphakathi zonke. Maniqale nibulele
Utata ubani?
Mr. Mashaba, Franz Mashaba, uchairperson weSemfuleni Police Station ku CPF.
Thank you.
Manibulele qala ku Commissioner no Minister. Kula mini bafikile eMfuleni. Bazasithembisa itruck. Sayifumana itruck. But sisanengxaki.
Hayi hawuyima bucala I think Mrs. Katsak. Qhwabani phela. They requested a truck was delivered.
Okay. Kwesibili ndizawucela nje ukubulela kunebhodi wathi ne-sector commander zam. Sisave lives on Friday. Ku patrol besinayo, joining patrol. Besinayo eMfuleni. About 100 to 200 community neighborhood watches. Safumana abantu babethwa, bahlukunyezwa abantu bangomama, sokwazi ne-sector commander manibulele kuloo ndawo.
Well done.
But into ezimbi sithenjiswe ngumeya walapha eWestern Cape uSemfuleni. Wasithembisa ukufumana indawo yaseMfuleni for ukuthi sifumana i-police station. Wasithembisa ukuthi sayifumana la ndawo between December izaba isebenza. Na namhlanje asingayifumani sasebenzisa i-center light. La center light ka ungafumani ihonke encane. Uhlala khona uKennel Mbambo. Pha. I-line ufumana kubena 100 people balindile for i-satisfaction ye-letters or into zabo. Badawo. Umeya uzithembisile asingayifumana namhlanje. Ufikile ku 50th birthday yasemfuleni waphinda wathembisa. Umbuzo wami uthi Mayor uzasinika nini indawo emfuleni for i-police station? Oko uthembisa minyaka le kutheni isithembiso sepolitiki singafezeki. Enye into sinayo minister eWest Bank ku hotspot. Last 2 weeks ku January beku quiet ngoba sinikiwe i-special policy. But kula xesha ye 2 weeks babathatha la mapolisa on Saturday. Sunday safumana isidumbu kudutyulwa abantu. Aba bantu asenabo. Ngoku xa sijikeleze emfuleni, umfuleni mkhulu for a sifumani oko siyakhala. 1 year bekungu number 1 ku national, not the province. But anikwazi nokusinika law enforcement. Sine shortage ye staff. Nisinika abantu for ixesha elininzi aphinda nabaxutha. Now abantu abafa daily emfuleni. Inkosi.
Siyabonga sihlalo. Number 13.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mrs. Edith Naomi van Wyk. I'm from Mfuleni, CPF. Mfuleni is number 1 in the country to contact crime. We all in Mfuleni precinct needs trauma counseling due to the fact that we lost family members due to gang violence. And Deputy Minister of SAPS, the presentation was very well. And when will it be implemented, or is it just another talk show? And the Biala Act is not implemented. I can say that with loudly, because you need to take the officials and the stakeholders accountable to implement it. Because, due to the fact SAPS and DSD right past our young children who sitting in the streets at the age of 5, they already belong to gangs. They can tell you Sabella, Horse, Way, whatever. And also, SAPS need to stop. Some SAPS members, with all due to some SAPS members need to stop to be on the gang bosses' payroll. And also, we need, if we need coded ammunition, bullet as well as the case is coded, then I think we can decrease crime, because then we will know who did shot that bullet. And last but not least, we need the walking bus back, due to the fact that project do wonders in our gang infested areas. Truancy, and the list can go on. Bring back our walking bus to our areas and to our streets. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Number 14.
Thank you, Program Director. My name is Nathan Adams. I'm the Secretary of the Mfuleni Police. Now, I'm not going to go over what my chairperson already spoke. I think he already covered me on a few issues, but I'll speak on correctional services. I think one of our problems in Mfuleni is, and I think it is well known, that we are the top station in the country. I'm not speaking Western Cape. in the country when it comes to murders and related crimes. It is no secret. It is all over. The problem that we have, and I think I remember General De Moy sitting here at the time when he was our station commander in Fulani, we had the parolees before they come in. We will have the correctional services come to our CPF and tell us that these parolees will be released. Now, lately, it doesn't happen anymore. We have people coming from areas that they are not supposed to go back to. They are being put into our areas as parolees, and then we're sitting with a bigger problem. So we're asking, why can't the correctional service doing that again? Before sending parolees to our communities, why not sending it to the CPF so that the CPF can take it to the community, so the community can say either yes or no to parolees coming into our communities? That's a big problem in our area. That's why we continue to be the stop station in our area. I think our chairperson spoke about the station that we urgently need in Fulani. There's no doubt about it. We need another station. Nyanga had the same problem that we have because they were overcrowded. They were divided into another station. Now they're no more top of the range, but because Fulani is so big, we keep on staying for the last 20 years, the top station when it comes to murders and related issues. And then lastly, I remember in 2010, 2011, we introduced the assessor system where the community members were part of the court system to make sure that people that come to the court are also being listened. I'm asking the Justice Department, why can't the community assessors bring back to the community? I thank you.
Thank you very much. The last hand. Number 15, there.
Igama lami ngumfundo ngila ngihlala kwa-Ward 35 eLower Cross Road ePhillip East. Neighborhood watch kwayele ePhillip East kuba sakwazi ukuthi abantu bangavuka ekseni bakhale bela bethathelwa ifoni. And again, amapolisa siyakwazi usebenzisana nawo ePhillip East kuba sibane azo i-meeting azo nawo. Cha ingxaki esinayo ePhillip East sinyuka sisehla from u5 ekseni and then nakusasa akho nto siyifumanayo oko sivolunteer iminyaka. And xa kiyapha ebantwini sisuke sinikwe imali kuthiwe masithenge impahla size neziliphu andanoba size robot nathini uba asuzutya because impahla ezi azivaswa nangesela azivaswa ngento asiphangile. Enkosi.
Siyabulela, those were the hands. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. Every input, question, clarity, it's very, very important. And we really appreciate that you've been responsible citizens. You are here because all of us were concerned in fighting crime. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't take it lightly what you are doing. And I must just put it up front to say, never ever think Imbizo is just a talk shop. These are processes that are legislated by government that we will go to communities, come back to offices, go back to drawing board, put things, and because this process informs our planning, our budgeting, and how we deal with things. So never really underestimate this thing. And I think one of the things while I was a mayor in Witbank in Mpumalanga, I said I love, it's people that would come and input on the processes so that you track us. That is being a responsible citizen. So never underestimate this process. And understand the cycle of budget and financial years, how our government operates. Even at home, you have your plan that I would want to do this thing. I must put money aside. I must do this biggie until it's achieved. There is no SEC that is full, and every province depends on national government. And that is why we always fight when there's money allocated, it's not spent. So I'm happy that you've been responsible. I'm giving you that credit, but I'm going to open now for our DGs. Then at the end, I will come to our table and then our mayor, deputy mayor, our legislature, DM, and our chair of the cluster will wrap it up. Once our chair comes, we close it, ne? Are we fine? And if your matters were not properly responded to, remember there's a table there at the back. We will come and take those issues. Some of them, National Commissioner, I think I must come on these matters of victim offender dialogue, understanding of parolees, who sits in the parole board. Because if I was seeing information so that as you rise on plenary, or on matters, you know exactly this belongs here, so that we're not scattered, but we're very focused in terms of the issues that we're raising. So I have seen Imbizo, I'm going to come and meet you, CPF, so that you understand your roles. There are matters that are delegated to me in the Ministry of Correctional Services, and I'm definitely gonna come so that we deal with those matters. So from here, I am very happy you've been really responsible. I'm going to start with they are disturbing him. I will let him pass because the National Commissioner is delegated to the Provincial Commissioner that issues that are technical of SAPS, they shall be dealt by our Provincial Commissioner. So there's a caucus, there's a meeting there. I'm not sure whether he's ready to respond. If not ready, you are ready. Please do come up. When I call all your principals, it shall be mopping up.
Thank you, DM, and all the Minister of Justice present, the Deputy Executive Mayor, Alderman Edre, and all DGs and provincial, and may I follow the protocol already been observed?
Ndithi ke enkosi Deputy Mayor, nditsho ke ndibulisa ke kwi-ministers, ndibulise kwezinye.
Does I summarize, Mntakwethu? I will summarize it for myself.
Uthi ke sayishwankathela
Yeah.
siziduli.
So I saw that option.
I will start with firstly the issue of the trust in the police, as I see. See, we have established even toll-free numbers where you report corruption. We have a unit in the police that deals with corruption that we call anti-corruption. If you do not, two people, one speaks Afrikaans, one speaks English, even in a van. But sometimes when you due to absenteeism and other things, you don't find that, but we try, and we station commissioners are here, they will have to ensure that that is it's why at the last end, when everything has failed, so we come in. So if we can all, at our sectors and at the street and the sector managers and at the station level, we can join hands together. We are in this together to ensure that our children, they go to school. We eliminate the issue of them being recruited by the gangs. It's our aim is to ensure that we discourage that. That's why we visit schools to discourage children from joining gangs. And our school safety plan is aimed at that. So please help us also in that. Mfuleni, yes, Mfuleni is number one in the country. We had to deployment, yes, the people that we posted in West Bank, we took it from George. Now what we've done now, we replaced them by people from POPs to be only focusing in the West Bank, because we've seen that if West Bank is left with one van, then we get this what's happening. We're gonna go back there. General Damoy has taken note of that we make sure that that area is stabilized. I think I have done what I did not do, then we will, because at the end, once everything is done, we will be conducting those that mentioned their names there, so that we can sit down and look at all the complaints that have been done. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. DG Sibui, on Civilian Secretariat, I think there's issues that you must respond to, even if the Commissioner has dealt with others. And then from there, we'll be moving to SIU. Be ready. You see, I'm starting police investigations. I will start prosecution, then I will be correctional services. Home. SIU here? Yeah. I will tell you now. Then be ready. Home Affairs DG is not here, ne? There's a BMA. No. DG Home Affairs is not here. There's BMA. That's what I was trying to say. Respond on the issues of illegal immigrants and all the things that were raised.
Deputy Minister Nchalinchali, Minister Kubai, and all deputy ministers present, CPF, patrollers, our deputy mayor, and let me stand on the protocol that has already been established. Issues that I think that one needs to speak to. I think one is the issue of stipend in relation to the CPF members. We have finalized the amendment of the legislation in relation to the stipend. The legislation is now in the process of being submitted to Parliament. So the matter has been taken care of. It provides for that. We are in the process of consulting all provinces through the MINMEC structure to make sure that province, after the law has been passed, they make a necessary provision for the stipend in relation to the CPF members. All other issues that were raised, resident with the Civilian Secretariat for Police, the PC has covered them. Thank you very much, Minister.
SIU? SIU doesn't have any issues. Or there's something you want to share? DG? 1 minute. DG, acting DG. Acting head, not acting DG. Hey, yabona le acting yakho. Come.
Thank you, DM, Minister, and all the deputy ministers, deputy mayor, and all leaders of community. I think for me, just to indicate to the community that the role of SIU is to investigate administration, can able to report it. The number is 0800 037 774. Let me repeat it, 080 0037 774. Otherwise, you can go to our website and check the numbers. We do have an office in Pineland. The provincial head is here, whereby you can report any corruption that is happening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And corruption is in two ways, ne? Kuna corrupt and thank you very much. And corruption is in two ways, ne? Kuna corrupt and corrupt. Are we ready? 80 box 8. Splinter net. I'm checking my list here.
No, thank you, DM. Minister, DMs, Deputy Mayor, and good afternoon to all in the room. I'm really pleased to have listened to all the comments, but just in the interest of time, and you have also been introduced to the deputy, the DPP, the Director of Public Prosecutions in the province. There she is there. Right, now, having said that, without repeating really that, listening to the comments, the environment clearly requires attention from the crime and corruption perspective. But I was also pleased to listen to one of the comments saying some crimes are showing reduction, but of course there are those that are still, hard-nosed, gangsterism, rape, or GBV crimes in general, and extortion and all those. So we are going to really make sure that and I'm talking more from the direct public prosecution in the province. We will make sure we work with the police to ensure that the dockets don't take too long to be investigated, right? The prosecutors will support the police so that ultimately when the docket is sent to the prosecutors, we don't take long to decide, so that the matter can be taken to court. And there was a comment around convictions. We had with the team to ensure that as we've worked with the police like that, that will ensure that we bring out the convictions that are required. And those who perpetrated the crimes have to be sentenced and be locked out. So I was pleased. DG Sibui indicated the CPFs. We really can see, DM, that the CPFs are really hard at work. We would like to continue to really work with you. As someone who mentioned the whole of society approach, the issue when DM going to strengthen that part, so that when the police investigate, arrest, we must come in. There's an asset forfeiture unit at NPA. We'll work with SIU to make sure that we take the assets from these criminals. And then the prosecution will still follow, and they must also go to jail. Lose assets and also go to jail. I'm really pleased. I mean, the issues around bail, there were lots of comments around people are arrested, they're given bail, and they go back to the community. We will really make sure, with the team, of course, with the police, as the DM has said, we are all here today to make sure that we work in an integrated approach. We will also engage judiciary. Of course, I mean, they are independent, but we will continue to engage with them because it has been raised, judiciary. Of course, I mean, they are independent, but we will continue to engage with them because it has been raised.